Hey everyone, it's Sterling here from Day Trading Forex Live, and if you are viewing this video on the site daytradingforexlive.com, well then this current video is either below or above another one on the same page, and both of them cover a Euro Aussie trade. This video, however, is going to be very short, sweet, and to the point. I'm just about to close out a Euro Aussie trade, so I wanted to pop on the camera, but it illustrates another great hourly stop run trade, and I wanted to show this trade because I think there's sometimes a misconception that what we teach can only be traded on the short-term charts, but we have many members that are succeeding on longer term charts, and I myself from time to time take those longer time frame charts, longer time frame chart trades, and just between these two trades, this trade's about to get closed out for about 83 pips with a positive spread. Or with a short position, you get a positive swap. And so off of this trade, there was roughly $70 of swap as well. So not only was there profit from the initial drop, but there's obviously the profit from the move, or profit from the drop, but also from the swap of holding that currency. Now, generally, I don't hold a currency for too long. That's just an added bonus. But anyways, I'm going to close this out right now, and we'll talk about it here briefly. Okay, there we go. So the overall gist of this trade here on the Euro Aussie, this second short, was again another stop run. That was a smaller stop run. It happened during the Asian session. The stop run did, but the entry was taken on a pullback at the beginning of the London session. The stop run level, we'll go back and take a look at that real quick. It wasn't at an overwhelmingly great level, but it was good enough for me to consider taking the trade. This move here, there was a gap up, and then this was what started that move to the downside. So it was a very clear high. We didn't have another very clear high for up to this point, which is about another 50 pips away. So that was really, actually it's about 60 pips away. So that was the last clear, well-established high we had for another 60 pips. So then we'll go back to the current price, and you can see how he created the stop run of that point. Nothing huge, but it did break above it. Broke above it by about 4 pips. Created the stop run, got rejected back down, gave a confirmation candle down. This is an entry that we teach in our bank trading course, and that was in combination with everything else. And what I mean by that is we had completed a weekly cycle. Again, that's something that we teach really in depth in the course as well. It's also, there's information on the front end of the site if you don't understand weekly cycle. But we had completed the weekly cycle to the upside. We had a first push, second push, and a third push. It was completed over the course of 3.5 or so days, and it was really just a high probability that that cycle was coming to a completion and that we were going to get the reversal. So with that move, or with that stop run we saw at the highs, that was enough for me to warrant taking the entry. Now, this is a great example because what you do beforehand is you identify your high probability manipulation points. So you identify those levels where you'll be looking for the stop run or the manipulation. Again, that's just one type of setup. There's definitely more involved in it, but it gives you an idea of the fact that you can set the levels that you're going to be looking for. You don't have to sit at the screen all day. You don't have to watch the market all day. You wait for the market to get any of these points. You wait for the correct setup at those points. And if you get it, that's great. You take the entry. If you don't, well, then you walk away and you wait for the next setup. So that's essentially the gist of it, guys. If you have questions on either of these setups, the second video is a lot more in depth. The other video on this page is a lot more in depth. It covers the manipulation a lot more in depth. And in my opinion, the other setup is a little bit cleaner as well, gives a little bit better education, so I definitely recommend watching that. But if you have any questions outside of those two videos, we're happy to field questions. Feel free to shoot us an email at daytradingforexlive@gmail.com. Between those two trades, you're talking 170 pips, and that's within a 2-week time period on just one pair. Now, are you gonna land a trade like that all the time? No, definitely not. And you're gonna take losses. There's no doubt about that. We definitely take losses, and in no way, shape, or form do we ever give any indication that we don't, because we definitely do. But we have a major edge because these setups give us such a great risk reward. So even if you were to win 50% of the time, if you're taking 2, 3, 4 to 1 on your risk reward, you're doing extremely well, and that's running off a very low win-loss percentage. So it just illustrates the power of these setups. What's great about these setups is that if you truly have identified that smart money is entering the market, and they are truly entering the market, then you're not just in for a 20, 30, 40 pip move. You're going to get a big move. You're going to get an 80, 90, 100 pip move, and that's where the edge really comes from. So I'd really urge you to go through the rest of the site, start looking through the videos, looking through the education articles, strategies. If you hover your mouse above the education tab at the top, you'll see the drop-down menu. You'll see the strategies, the articles, the recent trades. You'll see the Forex videos tab. You'll see the daily commentary. There is a ton of information on the front end of the site. And if you're really interested in, taking your trading to the next level, our members area is absolutely geared towards daily support. We give not only the expected direction for the day on the euro and the pound, but also the exact manipulation points that we're going to look to trade from, as well as a live room, as well as a members forum. So if you're interested in joining a community of bank traders where it's a group helping each other to develop into more profitable traders, or profitable traders if you're not quite there yet, then I'd really urge you to look at that advanced bank trading course and all the support that comes with it. Really, the support is probably hands down the most important part. It's very difficult to take a piece of information and succeed with it without hands-on daily support, and that's what we gear the members area for. So again, if you have questions on anything, feel free and shoot us an email. We'll be happy to get back with you. Again, daytradingforexlive.com, or you can email us at daytradingforexlive@gmail.com. All right, that's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you learned something. And as always, until next time, happy trading.